this book starts off there. She's at dinner food with her dad.
Her asshole dad.
No, we can do that later.
You love editing, right?
I love editing.
Fine, we can introduce.
Okay, then restart. Wait, let's clap again.
No!
Clap again.
I want to clap again. Okay.
Okay, do you want to introduce yourself first, Thomas? You become an introduction.
It's your podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
You're the one who was like, we should do
Yeah, okay, fine. Hi. I'm Thomas.
As we've repeatedly said multiple times.
Well, they don't know. This is the beginning.
they don't know.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know, as you point to, like, people out there.
the genesis of the podcast.
As you point to the furries out there.
Hey, this person introduced themselves.
Hi, my name's Low Kid. I'm here.
I'm Ari. Yeah.
And I'm Sophia. Woo!
Okay, so basically, where we're at.
The
The Tism, yeah. So where we're at right now in this book.
The book called
November 9th by Colleen Hoover. What's happening at the moment is main character, her name is Fallon, and she's at I don't remember, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. She's at food.
It's a dinner.
It's like brunch,
she's at
no?
food with her
It's a
dad.
dinner.
Oh.
And
I'm like
very beginning of the
99%
book.
sure it's
Where
lunch.
we are is the beginning. It is the chapter. No,
It's
because
page
after they
15.
eat, they go to dessert, and it's night.
Well, she was taught, never mind. It's page 15. Do you want me to start?
Go ahead. We're
Sorry.
riffing off of you, I guess. Okay. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You
Also,
have to do a voice.
Page
I have to do a
15.
voice? What kind of voice should I do for
Bella voice.
No, I can't
No, it's
do
Ben.
both.
It's Ben. It's
can't
Ben.
do
Listen,
that.
Ben is first.
Oh, you should be like, oh, my name's Ben.
Yeah, dude, bro, alpha bro.
No, I can't do
It's
that. Hold
Ben
on,
in
I'm gonna.
time.
You can't do alpha bro.
Sorry, I'm late, babe. He says, grabbing his arm
No, that's alpha bro.
around my
it, yeah,
shoulders. He just called me babe. This random dude just put his arm around me and called me babe. What the hell is going on? I glance at my father, thinking he's in on this somehow, but he's looking at the stranger next to me with even more confusion than I probably am. I stiffen beneath the guy's arm when I feel his lips press against the side of my head.
Can I
Damn,
just
LA
say,
traffic.
Colleen Hoover's writing is so bad.
Wait, you say that right before the next line? He mutters, random dude just put his lips in my hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna popcorn Logan.
Oh, what is going on? The guy reaches around the table for my father's hands. I'm Ben. he says, Benton James Kessler, your daughter's boyfriend. Your daughter's what? My father returns the handshake. I'm pretty sure my mouth is hanging open, so I immediately clamp it shut. I don't want my father to know who. I don't have idea who this guy is.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah?
I do want to say that when I read this, I underlined it. And I just put, why? She's like, oh, I don't want him to know who this guy is.
Yeah.
It's like, but why? You don't know who he is.
Because he's
But, like,
hot.
And also,
It's so-
he's protecting her. Oh, he's
But-
protecting her
but
her
he's
boyfriend
not.
because he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
He's
At
protecting
this
her
point,
from her father.
so far, he
because
said
her-
nothing but sit down next to her and touch her awkwardly.
No.
And put his
If
lips in his ear.
If her father was like, oh my god, you're such a L daughter.
Yeah, but I was like, he hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't said anything. He's just walked up and been like, and then like.
It's like he's like savior.
I
He has a
guess.
savior complex.
Yeah,
That's
but-
like the whole thing.
We're
But, like-
16 pages in.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to keep reading?
Oh yeah, should we
Yeah.
clarify that 15 pages before, the 15
did.
pages before this were literally just her
And her dad
eating
talked.
dinner with her
Yeah, I
dad
did. I
and
said she's
talking
at dinner
absolute
with
garbage.
dad.
Yeah, but for
But it
15
also,
pages,
like-
that from page 1, also first line of the book.
Oh yeah, that was repetitive.
Yeah.
We're not going
Was-
over that. Come on,
No,
I
no,
gotta
no,
get
no.
to it.
Okay.
But also talks about like she's a burn victim and then like
Yeah, get
all
right.
this stuff. Like I feel like that should be prefaced.
Yeah, that's important.
I'm glad because I didn't know about that.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, I literally told you. Never mind.
She's
I
a burn
See,
victim.
this is why.
I forgore.
Fallon is a burn victim, and they say like
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
She's 19. I
Mhm.
think.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah.
I was
19 years old, wanted to be an actress like her entire life, and then
And she
got
was
pregnant.
in acting, and then she was doing at like the height of her
Yeah.
career.
So the whole argument.
And then they
is about,
staged of like
kinda
fire.
ugly, though. Yeah.
And then the whole argument between her and her dad is like her dad being like, you should find a new career path because you're ugly.
Yeah.
Because you're a burn victim. Because I didn't save you from a fire that I
But-
set up.
But he
Literally, that's the book.
But he doesn't what? Wait, what? You just said.
That's
feel
what,
like
that's
we
what
may
they're
have-
talking about.
But you said fire that was set up.
Yeah,
That he-
yeah. It was like to get more.
We're gonna keep reading, guys.
Oh, was that
You're
not?
Sophia from
No,
behind
that's
the mic.
not.
I'm
I
sorry.
read a chapter and a half.
No, it's fine.
That's
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna keep reading. Are you gonna keep
I'm
reading?
gonna
or-
finish reading, but you guys
Okay.
interrupted me.
I'm so sorry. We were like.
No idea who this guy is.
I didn't want my father to know. I have no idea who this guy is. I also don't want this Benton guy to think my jaw is touching the floor because I like his attention. Alrighty, Popcorn Thomas.
He got excited.
I'm only looking at him like this, well, because he's obviously a lunatic. He realizes my father's hand and settles
Wait,
against
can we
the.
also
Yeah,
say?
yes, he does.
That's
Not that
highlighted.
line.
You're
Not
supposed
that
to be
line, but
reading
Yeah,
the
read the
highlighted
highlighted bit.
part.
Can we also say the part you just read has ...
Yeah, dot,
well,
dot.
dot,
Well.
dot.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't
Because he's
underlined,
obviously
but-
a lunatic.
Obviously.
Which I checkmarked because I was like, yeah, he is. I was
Go
like,
on, go on,
leave.
go
Go.
on.
For real, for real.
Keep going.
He realizes my father's hand.
Realizes?
And, yeah. Oh.
Release.
I was wondering about that.
You okay? After the sentence that you botched 4
I
times.
botched it hard.
Yeah. He releases my father's hand and settles against the booth. He gives me a quick wink and leans toward me, bringing his mouth close enough to my ear to warrant being punched. Okay. Just go with it. He pulls back, still smiling. Just go with it. What is this? His improv class assignment? And
Yeah.
then,
Thomas, what is all highlighted in your book?
oh my gosh.
I'm flowing, bro.
No, read the highlighted parts.
Muted.
The whole page is highlighted. Okay.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Did you highlight extra stuff? Let me see your book.
1 or 2 lines.
Yeah, read the
Don't-
highlighted parts.
He's doing it for the comedian. The comedian.
Conversation. He must be pretending to be my boyfriend. It's some weird way to stick it to my father. Huh. I think I like my new fake boyfriend.
Ew.
I didn't think you'd make it. I lean into Ben and look at my father. Babe, you know I've been waiting to meet your father. You hardly ever get to see him. No amount of traffic could have kept me from showing up.
Shove it up.
Shoving up.
Shoving it up, bro.
Take it and shove it up your ass.
I shoot my new fake boyfriend a satisfied grin for that dig, which didn't happen. Ben must have an a-hole for my father. What?
For
Yeah.
a father.
Yeah, an a-hole for father too, because he seems to know just what to say. He pinches my chin and looks back at my father.
Ew. Why did you make a mouth noise at me?
He pinches my chin. And speaking of our girl, what do you think of her moving all the way to New York? He looks back down at me and frowns.
Ew.
I don't want my ladybug running off to another city, but if it means she's following her dream, I'll be the first to make sure she's on her flight. Ladybug? He better be glad he's my fake boyfriend because I feel like punching him in the fake nuts.
Fake nuts. He's a fake boyfriend, not a fake guy.
No, but actually, I like it because everything's so crap, and then that one line is just amazing.
He better be glad he's my fake boyfriend.
Fake nuts.
I'll make you eat those words. Oh, that's okay. There we go.
Oh, whoopsie daisy.
You got this, Thomas. Did
Oh, you marked the bits with the
Yeah.
highlighted.
I know she's.
Wow, you highlighted bad on yours.
This is This is switching over to Ben's perspective now.
Yeah.
I know she's a child. I can tell by the way she spoke to her father that she had sass.
Ew.
So I'm a little confused by her silence right now. I swallowed my bite of food, take a drink of my soda, maintaining silent eye contact with her the whole time. I know I could say I'm mentally preparing a brilliant apology, but I'm not. I seem to have a one-track mind, and that
His whole
exactly
part.
straight to the two things I shouldn't even be thinking about right now. Her boobs.
Her yabos.
I read ahead on that one, and I was just went, oh, this is where this is leading up to.
Her yabos.
Also, Thomas, top of the microphone.
Just,
I don't know why you turned
what if we
it
refer
away
to
from where you're
boobs as
talking.
yabos for the entire
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yabos?
Can we refer to the anytime they say boobs, could we say yabos for the rest of
Yabos.
Her yabos.
Just any variant of boob besides boobs.
Yeah.
So like melons.
Yeah, anything suitcases, luggage. Her luggage.
But only from Ben. Only from Ben.
Both of them. I know. I'm empathetic.
You are.
But if I was going to sit here and stare at each other, it'd be nice if she were showing a little cleavage. This is such a douchebag. Instead of wearing this long sleeve shirt that leaves everything to the imagination.
I feel like he likes
It's
that.
80 degrees outside. She should be in something ominous. Convent inspired.
Convent.
That's what I said.
Where nuns live.
I like that you're the Christian boy. Christian boy.
I'm not Catholic. Yeah, that's what people wear, right? The nun shoe. It's my favorite piece of fashion.
I was telling what's it called? We saw a nun in the little store.
Oh my god, we were
yeah.
sitting there and Camden goes, did no one else see the nun? And no one else saw anything, so we were like, dog, I think you're on something.
No, yeah, we were in the
none
convenience
your
store,
business.
and this nun walks out, and Sophia goes,
I like her fit.
I was like, you mean her uniform?
No, because it was all purple.
It was blue.
It was purple.
It was like this. Like,
It was not like that.
okay.
It was purple, like that purple.
Anyway.
I don't want Thomas whispering in my ear women ever again.
A couple seated a few tables over stands up and begins to walk past us toward the exit. I notice Fallon tilts her head away from them and lets her hair fall in front of her face like a protective shield because I'm so smart and creative. I don't even think she realizes she's doing it. It seems like such a natural reaction to her to try and cover up what she sees as flaws.
I like that you dropped the.
Man, I sure like how that Ben guy looks. I can see him.
I wasn't prepared to look up.
Yeah, I was.
Like that.
It's sad because on the camera you can see I prepared for that one for a while.
I'm really glad that you can really read this and understand that Colleen Hoover's biggest strength is show, don't tell. Because we'll get to it. No, we won't because somebody didn't highlight it. But she's literally like, she puts her hair in front of her face because she doesn't like how she looks. It's like, yeah, thank you. I'm aware. You've already talked.
In case you were too stupid to figure out what she was doing here and to understand metaphor.
That's a good thing to belittle your.
By the way,
views.
but did you know she put her hair in front of her face because she didn't like the way
No
she
shit.
looked.
I've never heard of that.
I'm really glad that you said that, or I wouldn't have known. And of course, this thought leads me.
Remember?
Keep it together.
You have to use a different word.
You can popcorn. You
instead
can
of
popcorn too.
This thought leads me to her bazongas again. Are they scarred too? How much of her body is actually affected? I begin to mentally undress her, and not in a sexual way.
Oh, that's
so
so staring at her badonkadonks. And you were.
I'm respectfully staring at her boobs and taking her clothes off in my mind. I'm just curious. Really curious.
Just ask questions.
Because I can't stop staring at her, and that's not like me. My mother
The
raised
fact,
me.
the fact that he said like
Sorry. I'm
the
supposed
fact that he was like
Sorry.
that's not like me. And then he proceeds to follow that sentence.
Yeah.
No, follow that sentence with my mother.
raised me.
My mom.
Owl.
My mother raised me with more tact than this. I have a different voice now. But when my mother failed to teach me is that there would be girls like this one who would test those manners merely by existing. Popcorn.
Who? Popcorn who?
The person to my right.
Sophie. Did you forget her name?
No, I thought about it.
So tell me something, she says.
Oh, I think I skipped something. What?
No, that's the next.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I accidentally. Okay.
You got it. You
Do
go.
you need this book?
I took thingies out and I.
Oh.
You got it.
Don't do that.
She says, leaning forward. Why do you think I needed you to come to my rescue with that fake boyfriend crap? And there it is. She's upset with me. I kind of thought she might be. I didn't think you needed rescuing. I just sometimes find it difficult to control my what the fuck did I say?
Indignation.
What does that mean?
Natural instinct. Kind of.
Hello, Google.
In the presence of absurdity, she raises an eyebrow. You're definitely a writer because who the hell talks like that?
Wait, I want to point out that this entire time that's leading up to this, he talks about how he's scared that she's gonna bring this up, and then she doesn't bring it up. So it's very clearly set up like she's not gonna bring it up, and then just randomly they're like, "Oh yeah, we're
shit.
totally gonna talk about."
Thomas, record. Can
I don't know how to.
you hit the record button? Red button.
You're gonna be like, so the camera stopped recording.
Well, I mean, you still have the audio.
Yeah.
So you just get an awkward, dark spot.
We temporarily died.
Thank you.
God damn it, Thomas.
You have the clock to sync with it.
It's for
Okay.
the audio.
Her eyes shift to my hair. Believe me, that's obvious. No gay man I know would have left the house looking like you do right now.
So okay, so I.
What did that have to
Okay.
do with anything?
Okay, so there's a reason I highlighted this. I highlighted this because in almost every single Colleen Hoover book, the reason
talks
she
about
talks
gay
about
men.
gay men is to say people look bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, this was gonna be some like Elon Musk stuff where
No.
all her husbands were like gay men or something.
That's the only thing gay men are good for. Their looks.
You think I'm pretending to flirt with you to make you feel better about yourself? Aren't you? Does she really think that? Do people really not flirt with her? Is this because of her scars? Or because of
No.
her insecurities about her scars?
No, it's because she's a bad person.
Wait, you need to highlight this? No. If so, I'm embarrassed on the behalf of all men.
That's what I'm saying is that you didn't highlight so many.
I just highlighted the plot points. That's all I
Aw.
did.
This guy is such a like.
Bro's such
On behalf of all men.
He's an alpha male.
No, he's not. He's a nice guy.
He's
I
literally
apologize on behalf of all
all men. He's literally Mark.
He is the. I was about to say,
We're not
he's
calling
the
people
essence
out.
of like what someone would send you in like a Snapchat, like with the text with his like
there's-
shirtless
I've had
your pic.
multiple-
And his chin point.
Yeah.
Multiple
Sure.
guys
I
text me
apologize on the behalf of all.
yes. I've had multiple guys text me like, men are they're so
Such
awful.
pigs.
They're such pigs. I can't believe any guy would ever say that to you, and then proceeds to say those things to me. My girl with the.
Own it. Be a pig. Do it. You won't.
You want to know what I thought when I first saw you for the first time? She tilts her head. When you first saw me for the first time? You mean as in a whole hour ago?
That's the most confusing sentence.
This has only been an hour.
I ignore her. What does that say?
Cynicism.
What does that mean?
Oh.
She think bad.
Cynical? You don't know what cynical means?
And continue. The first time you walked past, I'm not going to answer your question, but before I interrupted your lunch date with your father, I stared at your ass the whole time you were stomping away, and I couldn't help but wonder what kind of panties you had
I
on.
wasn't raised like this.
That's all I thought about.
My mother told me to wait to ask what panties you had on.
That's all I thought about the entire time you were there in the restroom. Were you a thong girl? Were you going commando?
She's in jeans. If she was going commando, she's in jeans.
Because I didn't see an outline in your jeans that hinted you were wearing normal panties. Before you returned from the bathroom, I started to get this panicked feeling in my stomach because I wasn't sure if I wanted to see your face.
Because of her panties?
Can
I don't want to see your face because I don't know what kind of panties
popcorn
Damn, your
right
ass
now?
is fat, but I don't know about your face.
I popcorn, Raina.
Yeah.
She quickly glances down at her lap, but I continue talking. When you walked out of the bathroom, the first thing I noticed was your hair. It reminded me
No,
of
it
the
wasn't.
first
It was
girl
your
It was your ass and your boobs.
He's actually your rocking bod.
And then your hair.
The first thing I noticed was your hair. It reminded me of the first girl I ever kissed. Her name was Abatha. She had gray hair and it always smelled like coconut.
Wait, the first thing you remind me of was your hair. Her name was Abatha. She had great hair. I could have just said you had great hair.
You know what else she had? A rocking bod.
He peeked. Weren't me.
I'm sorry.
No, that was him.
So it made me wonder if your hair smelled like coconut, and then it made me wonder if you kissed like Abatha, because even though she was my first kiss, it's still one of the only ones I can remember every
hair-
detail of.
I mean, I've had so many kisses because I'm like so cool
so
and so
hot.
If your
hot.
health smells the same, you must kiss the same.
But I've never loved anyone like I love you. Like, what are we doing here?
You were
That's
almost.
not what it is.
You were almost to my booth at this point, and that's when my eyes fell to your cheek, to your neck. I saw the scars for the first time, and just as I noticed them, you darted your eyes to the floor and let your hair cover most of your face. And you know what I thought in that moment, Fallon?
Are your boobs scarred?
I was.
Every time I see Fallon, I think Jimmy Fallon.
I want to see someone do fan art of
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon x
And
Ben.
Ben Shapiro.
Oh my god, that's what this book is.
Ben looking at Jimmy Fallon. I couldn't help but think what kind of panties you had on.
I'm gonna keep reading that.
Yeah.
I was so relieved, I tell her, because I could tell with that one simple movement that you were really insecure, and I realized you obviously had no idea how fucking beautiful you were, that I just might actually have a chance with you. And so I smiled, because I was hoping if I played my cards right, I might get to find out exactly what kind of panties you were wearing under those
Wait, he
jeans.
said this to her face.
Can I also
After
say?
knowing her for an hour, and talking about how that's not
Can
what
I,
it really
can
is.
I, you're
I would
probably-
also like to say that and point out that he liked that she had low self-esteem because he thought that he had a chance with her.
Real question? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I was.
Sorry, speak.
I love women.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and popcorn Logan.
Okay, great,
So
awesome,
this is
dope.
back to Fallon's perspective.
You don't have to say that every time.
I feel like you should.
You should.
You don't have to.
Well, I think it's obvious from the
I
voice.
don't have to.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
taking it
obvious.
upon myself to-
Wait, no, it's on Fallon's.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
said.
Wait.
Oh, sorry, no, it's Jimmy,
Who?
right?
Wait, who
This
is?
is Fallon's perspective.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
Fallon.
Yeah, okay, she has another friend. Okay. We make our way across the living room, and Amber's eyes never leave Ben the whole time.
Amber.
Hi, she finally says. She's still staring at him. Who are you? She looks at me and points to Ben. Who is he? Ben steps forward and reaches out his hand. Ben Kessler. He says, shaking her hand. He reaches over and shakes Glenn's hand next. Just call me Ben, though. His arm drapes over my shoulder again. I'm Fallon's
The
boyfriend.
name's James.
James Bond. It's so stupid. He introduces himself like he's like.
I don't know. I was just gonna go until we finish the book and then. Okay.
Okay.
You have to go at like 5.
Boyfriend.
No, 5:30.
Well, it's 4:28, so we better get reading.
Boyfriend? Question mark.
Oh, yeah. Boyfriend, question. Sorry, he adds question at the end of everything with a question mark. He asks, moving his attention back to me. Does he know you're moving to New York? I nod. He's known since before we met. The second we met. Amber arches our eyebrow, which was, when? Oh man. Ben says, looking down at me. How long has it been now, babe? 1, 2 hours. 2 at the most.
I love how Bratty.
Well, I gotta get in character.
Can I have
Yeah.
some?
Fallon, sorry.
Yeah, Fallon.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Yeah, he's known since the second we met.
It's just crinkling in the background.
You hear it?
What? that was. I couldn't hear that without the mic.
I was trying to figure out
happening? I was like, why are there mouth noises? Let me make you listen to this later.
No.
We'll be in my
Wait,
room.
I think you
I say
should.
casually.
I think you should popcorn Thomas for this next part.
Okay, popcorn, Thomas.
We'll be in my room, I say casually. Ben gives him a quick wave and then removes his arm from around my shoulders, sliding his fingers through mine. Nice to meet you both. He points down the hall. I'm gonna follow Val into her room now so I can see what kind of panties she has on.
I told you to popcorn
This guy has
Thomas.
one brain cell.
He's like, panties?
Wait, so he dropped the like, oh, I should think about her boobs to switch to panties discussion.
My mother raised
Constantly
me like that. Boobs, panties, butt, panties, panties.
engaged.
I love this part. This part's one
Colleen
that I love
Hoover
this
really
part.
knows how to capture her audience.
Enraptured.
Really realistic man writing. That's all we think about. So stupid. Alright.
He laughs and then steps into my closet.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Pushing past me, he sifts through the clothes at the back of my closet. Too long, he said.
He's gay.
As he scoots.
Literally this entire scene.
This entire scene
He
was
literally
I read it and I was like, he's gay.
Okay, so he's gay. But not. Okay.
He's not, but
Too long, he says as he scoots hangers over one by one. Too ugly, too casual, too dressy. He finally stops and pulls something off the rod.
I don't think that's his rod.
He turns around and holds up a black dress. I've been meaning to throw it away since the day my mother bought it for me.
Thomas, you want to touch this
Oh,
rod?
it's fine.
You want to touch this rod?
I would love to touch this rod.
Whoa. I've never given you the good mic. That was weird.
just like
Sorry.
She always buying me clothes in hopes I'll actually wear them. Clothes that don't cover my scars.
she's Jennifer Coolidge. I'm sorry, I think Logan's the
I
only one who
shake my
got that
head and
joke.
grab the dress from him, hanging it back in its spot. I grab one of the few long sleeve dresses I own, and I pull off the hangers. I like this one.
She has a list.
You are making so many mouth noises.
I was like, why does she have a
His eyes fall to the dress. He initially picked, and he pulled it off the hanger and thumbs it at me.
But I want you to wear this one.
I love that
But I
Ben
want
is
you to wear
mad.
this one. I throw the dress back at him. I don't want to wear that one. I want to wear that.
I denied.
Why are you married him for me?
Why is it Batman and Tommy Wiseau?
Tom was a joke.
I do not want to wear this. I want to wear these. You are tearing me apart, Ben.
He said, I'm paying for dinner, so I get to choose what to stare at while we eat.
That's like objectifying women. Max.
Stare at it?
Then I'll get to pay for dinner and wear the dress I want to wear.
No, she gets to choose what he wears. If she pays for dinner.
Just a red panty.
Bro really said, then I'll stand you up and go to Chipotle.
Where did that come from? That was some of the depths of your soul.
No,
You have to
stand
read
you.
his voice.
Then I'll stand you up and go to Chipotle.
You don't want to wear this? I'm going to Chipotle. Bye.
Wait, is the plot seriously so far that he just walked up, pretended to be your boyfriend, and then they rolled with it?
Yeah, and then they just kept going.
That's so bad.
But she has no idea how comfortable it is to be in my skin. So please don't ask me again to wear the dress. Because I'm much more relaxed in clothes that don't show too much skin I don't like.
So my version,
She's not like other girls.
so my version of Fallon breathes too much, and yours has a list.
Making people uncomfortable if sorry.
And if I wore
You got
something
excited,
like
guys.
that, they would feel weird looking at me.
Okay, he said, simply dropping the dress to the floor. Finally,
To the right. Just go to the right.
Because I might popcorn Sophia.
Okay, I'm going to the right.
But it's your own fault people feel uncomfortable looking at you.
It's your own fault. People feel.
You know whose fault it is? My mom!
Widow me.
I want to preface that this is in the romance section, and he's over here being like, "It's your fault. People feel uncomfortable looking at you."
This was written by a woman.
I don't even hide my gasp. It's the first thing he said to me all day that made me feel like I was being spoken to by my father. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. My throat feels like it's swelling shut, so I clear it. That wasn't very nice.
They have
I
known
say
each other?
quietly.
For
As
2 hours.
they have known each other as long as we've been sitting here recording.
Yeah, that's. It's
Sorry.
so dumb.
My closet is small enough as it is. I certainly don't need him standing even closer, especially after saying something as hurtful as he just did. It's the truth.
What's up?
We're reading the highlighted parts.
I exhale a calming breath, but it catches when his fingers brush the hair in front of my face. The unexpected physical contact forces me to squeeze my eyes shut even harder. I feel so stupid for not forcing him to leave, or in the least pushing him out of the closet, but for some reason I can't seem to move or speak, or breathe for that matter. He pushes the hair from my forehead, running his fingers through it, until it is no longer hanging in my face.
Through your forehead?
You wear your hair like you do because you don't want people to see too much of you. You wear long sleeves and collared shirts because you think it helps, but it doesn't. People don't feel uncomfortable when they look at you because of your scars, Fallon. They feel uncomfortable because you make people feel like looking at you is wrong.
Because you suck.
And you got a rockin' body!
Are you
I'm
gonna?
gonna popcorn Carson.
Are you, here, you want
get
this?
to read
You want this
Carson.
one?
Come on, Carson.
You can have one of these selection of mics.
She's popcorning you, Carson.
Okay, that cable's not long enough.
I just came in here and
I did make a comparison to you earlier
Oh yeah.
when
So she
he says,
fine, if you don't want to wear it, then I'll just stand you up and go to Chipotle.
and I said that seems like something Carson would do.
Yeah.
fine, don't care, I'm going to Chipotle.
That's just a Carson thing to do.
Come on, she's popcorning you, Carson.
No, okay,
Here, Sophia,
Thomas,
scoot
your
closer.
mic. Because that cable's too short.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Tell him, show him where you cut off.
Yeah, he doesn't need the stand, but you can have the stand.
So I have to talk loud now.
We can all share
We
this
all
one.
share this one.
Wrong, and then you just start here.
Sophia, scoot this way.
Okay. I wish I had like
This way.
a headset that could let me know how the
You
audio
can.
is.
No one does.
There is
except
one
for
person, and that is me.
I had it for a minute, and then he took all the power away.
How's
I'm
my
monitoring
audio
you.
here?
I'm monitoring you.
Okay, cool. Am I good?
You're fine.
Do you hear too
Okay,
much
sweet.
wrinkle?
Only read the highlighted parts. I will physically hurt you.
We have the and believe me part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, the hand food, right? This is soft voice. It's okay.
You have to do a voice.
Don't read it. You have to read it aloud. Come on.
Yeah, why are you reading it in your head?
No, I'm thinking, okay? This is quite.
What voice he's gonna
I'm
do.
not thinking.
This is really important. I'm in suspense here.
We're kind of on a time crunch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What will we do?
And believe me, you're the type of person people want to stare at. I feel his fingertip grasp my jaw and I flinch. You have the most incredible bone structure, and I know that's a weird compliment, but it's true. His fingers leave my jaw and curl up my chin until he's touching my mouth. And your lips. Men stare at them because they want to know what they taste like, and women stare at them out of jealousy because if they had lips the color of yours, they'd never have to buy lipstick again. I release what might be a cross between a laugh and a cry, but I still don't dare look at him. I'm stiff as a board, wondering where he's going to touch me next, and what he's going to say next. I've only met one other girl in my life with hair as long and beautiful as yours. and I've already told you about Abathar.
Tabitha mentioned.
She kissed so good. You kiss like her? What color are her panties?
I know what her lips taste like.
Why does it sound like a different, like Andrew Tate? Like Andrew Tate. What color is your
We said, yeah, we said it's what color.
That's crazy.
Because he's all like, all I did is.
No, and then he said,
Because he goes-
I apologize
he goes-
for
yeah.
all the men.
He goes, all I did is stare at her boobs, but my mother didn't raise me this way. 2 pages later, all I could think about was what color her panties.
Was she a song girl?
Yeah, the first thing I noticed was your butt when you went to the bathroom, and then the next page goes, the first thing I noticed when she got out of the bathroom was her hair.
Crazy. It's just.
And then it's like, I apologize for all men on this planet. They're all disgraces. Yes.
Real words said, I apologize.
Okay, I read some of the highlighted bits yesterday. Yes. And I was just like, Colleen Hoover did not know how to write a male character.
She doesn't know how to write a female character either. Don't worry.
She writes like a fan fiction writer.
Reno was like, they don't know how to write anyone. Their characters suck. But I haven't seen much of what's the chick's name?
Fallon.
Besides this,
We said that it's Jimmy Fallon and Ben Shapiro.
Ben's real obsessed with Jimmy Fallon's panties.
I feel like it should be the other way around. I find it really funny to think of Ben Shapiro as like someone who's like,
Jimmy, what color are your panties?
because Ben Shapiro is very openly anti-gay, correct?
Yeah.
So it'd be really funny if he went after Jimmy Fallon. In my
That's how it is.
Shapiro is Ben.
But I thought,
Fallon is the
oh,
female.
wait, I'm stupid.
You're literally an idiot.
Do you want to keep reading or are you going to popcorn this one?
Does someone else want to read? Can I finish
No,
the
popcorn,
page?
yeah.
Yeah, I want to finish this page.
Thomas gets so mad if he's not popcorned in like 2 minutes.
And then he takes it for like 7 pages.
Yeah.
Like I read like a paragraph and then Ari read a paragraph and then he read. That's not mine. Camera.
Oh, it's not recording.
It's okay. No.
Cords all around my
Oh. Yeah, I don't think he knows.
It's literally.
Bro got it.
It knows how to record. It's a record button on the top of the camera.
Got it.
Well, look at that, he figured it out. Like a big boy.
Because it's one button. It's
We're on page 47.
It
should be this one.
5 minutes.
It records for
I
20
don't think
minutes
he
at a
finishes
time.
me yet.
I haven't guessed into
We're on
everything.
47. We're on page 47.
Are we?
We're on page 47.
Yes, we're on page 47.
Please do not moan in front of me.
Wait, what?
I'm seeing it.
Oh, I thought that was a line in the book.
No.
Keep going.
Because and then he'd be
in front of
like,
me, I won't be able to
show
control figure
myself.
out what your panties look
He'd be
like.
like, I wouldn't be able to control myself if you did that.
Like Edward.
Okay, Kirsten, keep reading.
That's some Omega Bus stuff right there. But anyways. Savage.
Okay, go.
I feel his hands come up and push my hair behind my shoulders. He's close enough that I know he can see the exaggerated rise and fall of my chest. But my God, it suddenly got really hard to breathe. Fallon, he says, commanding my attention. His fingers meet my chin and he tilts my face upward. When I open my eyes, he's a lot closer than I thought he was. He's looking down at me with a pointed stare. People want to stare at you, believe me, I'm one of them. But when everything about you screams, look away, then that's exactly what people are going to do. The only person who gives a shit about a few scars on your face is you.
You have to say who you popcorn to.
Oh.
I want to read.
Well, he pointed at me and he gave me the microphone.
Well, you read like 12 pages.
Wait, she doesn't like
Hey, you have a mic. You're mic'd already.
Okay.
What's the lab mics? This is pretty amateur.
Huh?
Lab mics.
His hands appear.
This is my mic.
He lifts his hand and fingers the top button of my shirt. Oh, thank you. I I suck in a quick breath. His eyes never leave my shirt, and mine never leave his face. When he moves his fingers down to the second button, I could swear he pulls in a shaky breath. I don't know what he's doing, and I'm terrified he's about to be the first person to see what's beneath the shirt. But for the life of me, I can't find the words to stop him. Our eyes remain locked until he gets to the last and final button. When it's loose, I look down at my shirt. Only a sliver of skin is showing over my belly button, so I don't actually feel exposed yet. But I'm about to, because he slowly lifts both of his hands to the top of my shirt. Before he makes his next move, I squeeze my eyes shut again. I don't want to see the look on his face when he sees just how much of my body was burned. Most of my entire left side, to be exact. What he sees when he looks at my cheek is only a fraction compared to what's beneath my clothes. I feel my shirt being pulled open, and the more of me that becomes exposed, the harder it is
The more of me.
It's the worst time in the world for me to get emotional, but I guess tears aren't known for their impeccable timing. His breath.
Number 15.
Burger King foot fungus.
My new album, Tears Aren't Known for Their Impeccable Timing. 'Cause tonight
His breaths are extremely audible, and so is the gasp I hear him suck in as soon as my shirt is open all the way. His fingers begin to rise up my hands and wrists just as the first tear falls down my cheek. The tear doesn't faze him though. First of all,
It's basically he's like,
hello.
If you're going all snuggly and someone starts crying, please stop.
just stop.
Popcorn, Sophia.
My stomach clenches when his hands meet the top of my jeans. This is going too far. Too far, too far, too far. But all I can do is suck in a wild breath and let his fingers pop open the button of my jeans. Because as much as I wish he would stop, I get the feeling he's not undressing me for pleasure. I'm not sure what he's doing, but I'm too immobile to ask. Breathe, Fallon. Breathe. Your lungs need new air. He clears his throat. Please lift your arms, Fallon. I lift them. He raises the dress over my head and slips it down my arms. Takes a half step back and eyes me up and down. He clears his throat, but his voice still comes out raspy when he speaks. Can I popcorn Logan?
Okay, let me tune this. Sorry, give me a sec. He takes a step back and eyes me up and down. He clears his throat, but his voice still comes out raspy and he speaks. Fucking beautiful.
I did not expect.
He says with a slow grin. And red. Red? I look down at the dress, but it's definitely black. Your panties! he says as clarification. They're red.
Like how he says it if she doesn't know. He's like, oh, your panties, by the
He
way.
has talked to her about the panties thing, right?
I love
His
how
mom didn't raise him
it's a
that
very
way.
intimate and emotional moment.
He's like, whoa, your panties are red.
Mike, there you go.
I love how during this intense and intimate moment between the two of them, after basically a rape scene, well, what would the other word be? Sexual assault. He's still on about the question he asked earlier.
What color are your panties?
She's literally
Like-
crying, and
Yeah.
he's like, your
Panties
panties are
Panties are
red.
red. Your panties are red.
Yeah,
He
was
doesn't
just
know her
like-
drama. He knows that he wants to know what her panties look
It
like.
was just,
Oh god.
he's literally John Wick. He's just a man of sheer will. That's the only.
The
Did you
difference
just
between
equate him
Ben,
to John Wick?
Yes,
the
I did.
difference between Ben and John Wick is that John Wick is like low-key sexy.
Honestly, that's so real. Loki, like from Marvel?
Also sexy.
Speaking of John Wick. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Can-
You have the long hair, the facial hair.
I wish I was a tenth of what Keanu Reeves was.
You wish you were 52 years old.
Hey, he looks
Yeah.
If I looked like that, and I was
Are we
52, I
following
wouldn't be
him?
mad.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, I think so. She laughs and scoots. Yeah, it's him. I'm not reading it. I'm just clarifying where we are.
Okay. Page 58.
She
Yeah.
laughs and scoots down to bed so she's
facing me. Her expression is soft with a trace of a smile. She reaches a hand out and presses her palm against my neck. My breath hitches. Wait,
I like that we went
Yeah.
from like sexual assault rape scene to she's in love with him.
did it? I mean,
So what's happening right now is they're basically cuddling in her bed. That's what's happening right now.
That's so real. Oh,
It's about the aftercare.
Dead? Oh, it's dead.
they can still hear us. It's fine.
No, well, okay. I gotta put a battery.
Okay.
It's just a podcast.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is what podcasts are.
You twat.
Well, to be fair, when I watch podcasts, I always watch where you can see them.
Me too.
For some reason, yeah, I won't
Actually, when
just
I
listen
pop
to it.
for
I have to
it,
watch
battery.
them talk.
Yeah, I can't. My ADHD says,
I literally.
I'm a goofy little silly dude.
shut the fuck
Sorry,
up.
sorry. Something
Oh,
else.
widowy?
Actually, widowy.
Widowy?
Y'all telling me y'all don't listen to podcasts and music and play a game at the same time?
Yeah, sorry, I'm
I
not
can do
autistic.
two.
I'm actually not autistic.
Widowy?
Yeah, widowy autistic.
Widowy?
I'm witty.
I widowy cannot even right now.
Widowy can't even.
Okay.
Okay, where?
It's
If I asked for your phone number, would you give it to me?
fuck no.
I don't like the way
She
you
says
just
almost
look.
immediately.
I like how it's like
I did the look. The camera isn't rolling.
I like how it's literally like you can take my clothes off, but I'm not giving you my phone number.
Yeah. Well, no, I guess people do that. I don't know.
It's called a one night stand.
I'm not
Hold
saying
on,
it's
boys.
smart though.
No, it's a 2-hour stand.
Yeah, he just looked at her panties. He was like, okay, I'm done.
He really said, I'm gonna be Brooke from One Piece real quick.
I get what I got it. Yeah.
I get what I got. I get what I got it.
She pulls her hand from my face and rests it on her bed between us. We're only 18. I'm moving to New York. We barely know each other, and I promised my mother I wouldn't fall in love with anyone until I'm 23. Agree, and what? Why 23? My mother says the majority of people who have their lives figured out by the age of 23. So I want to make sure I know who I am, and I want to have and what I want out of life before I allow myself to fall in love. Popcorn Thomas.
Oh yay!
He's so
Sorry.
excited. He gets so excited.
The microphone's plugged in again. I get to play the game.
I touch her face just like she was touching mine. I can feel her flinch beneath my palm because I'm touching the part of her she didn't even want me looking at a few hours ago. I run my thumb over her jaw and then I slide my hand down the length of her neck. She tenses everywhere beneath my touch. Does this bother you? Her eyes flicker back and forth between mine. I don't know. She whispers. I wonder if I'm the only one who has ever touched her scars before. I've had accidents in the past where I've burned myself at attempting to cook.
I love that.
He's
That's
a
the
man-child.
okay.
Hey, half of your body's covered in scars? I burnt my pinky on the stove one time.
Dude, imagine just filling those in with Sharpie. I don't know why that came to mind, but just filling in the scars with Sharpie.
You're not
Carson
okay.
gets himself canceled.
Yeah, Carson, you're gonna get canceled, bro.
This guy was just like, I know what rape is like because one time someone like bumped into me at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's horrible. I know what it feels like when a burn heals. See, I hate it. There's something about the way it feels underneath my fingertips that makes me want to keep touching her. She allows it.
She shouldn't have.
Her eyes moisten as if she's on the verge of tears. It makes me wonder if she doesn't like
I love how he doesn't even ask her if she doesn't like it. He just wonders.
assumes.
Yeah, this is like.
He's got a word quota.
Hey, do you like this?
You should ask
Does that feel good?
15 pages ago.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I forgot about this part. That this whole page, like I forgot about this whole page. Like
Yeah.
this is such traumatic experience for me that I blocked it out of my memory.
We're almost in the living room when he stops and spins around. Once again, he's about to be thick. He looks like he's about to be thick. I stand still and wait for whatever it is he's about to say. It may not look... What?
It may not
it
be
may not be
true.
book worthy. It's so meta. But it'll have to do. He takes two quick steps towards me until his hands are in my hair and his mouth is on mine. I gasp in surprise and grab his shoulders, but I immediately fall into step with him and slide my hand to his neck. He backs me against the wall, and his hands and chest and lips are pressed hungrily against mine. He's gripping my face like he's afraid to let go. I'm fighting for breath because it's been so long since I've kissed anyone. I think I may have forgotten how it feels to do it right. He pulls away long enough for me to inhale, and then he's back and hands and legs and tongue. Oh my god, it's tongue. It's been over 2 years since someone else's tongue has been inside my mouth. So I would assume I'd be a little more hesitant than I am. But the second he slides it against my lips, I immediately part them and welcome the warmth of a much deeper kiss. Soft, mesmerizing. His mouth coupled with the way his hand is sliding down my arm. It's all too much. So much. Good much. So good.
Good month.
Can't believe she wrote the words "good much" and it got published.
Wait, where? Where's
Good much.
Good much. Okay, yep, that is
So
that
much.
is written.
having a
Good. Yeah, so much. Good much. So good, I just whimpered. Sex releases.
I cracked open my thesaurus. Oh wait, no.
Sex releases
She cracked-
endorphins,
okay.
and endorphins
Cracked
keep
open my
people awake.
thesaurus.
I love how Thomas reads like 20 pages at a
know.
time.
I'm about to switch with somebody.
So having sex with Ben might actually benefit me more before my flight. Popcorn to Carson.
Oh.
Give him that
You
mic.
don't like my silly you don't like my silly
He's like,
mic?
no, you can't have
Okay,
it.
when Carson has the mic, point away from him. Just
Yes, we don't want feedback.
while I put this one right in front of
Why
you.
move the other mic shape to my face?
I guess Thomas, you don't get mic.
I do.
You don't get mic privileges.
It's okay. I'm pretty loud.
You
I have
lost
my own mic.
privileges, you straight white male.
A straight white man. If we mind
That sounds like something that would be in this book. Straight white male.
I bet in one of our books.
white male.
Yeah.
What the fuck did I do?
Anywho. Anyway, Carson. You're at that I haven't had sex part.
I haven't had sex in all my 18 years put together. So imagine how my endorphins, how many endorphins I built up in there.
That's not how that works. I release it all in one charged moment. Ah!
That's what it is when you finish. It's just all your endorphins.
Just a Dragon Ball Ki blast, just straight. Oh my God, Super Saiyan just with the endorphins.
Okay, let's move.
Sorry.
I would very much like to skip the sexy.
No, how are we
No,
gonna read
it
a
has to
smut
go.
book and not read?
Unfortunately, is underlined or highlighted.
Unfortunately, y'all made me forget the voice I was using.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
okay, pick a new one.
We've been switching.
Voices, yeah, it's fine.
Change voices.
I changed voices like 3 times.
We could have sex before my flight. I wouldn't need sleep for days. Imagine how productive I would be when I get to New York. Oh my God, I'm pulling him back to my room. If he comes back to my room with me, I won't be able to tell him no. Am I really willing to have sex with someone I've never seen again? I'll never see again. I'm crazy. I can't have sex with him. I don't even own a condom. Now I'm pushing him back down the hall, away from my bedroom. Jesus, he must think I'm crazy.
I'm glad that you chose redneck Morgan.
I've been sitting here trying to decipher what the voice you chose was, and I haven't figured it out.
I'm glad she pulled me back to her room.
So you'll see me like stare at it and just be quiet. It's because I'm trying to figure out where I want my vocal cords and voice to be, and I just
It's
keep taking
calculated.
a place.
Pick a natural voice.
Yours is natural.
Oh yeah, you think I can't speak with a list whenever I want to on command?
Imagine having to think about speaking with a list.
Imagine having a list.
You're gonna get
Kiss.
canceled.
Imagine being above the average BMI.
Where are you looking?
It
Anyway.
sounds like you just slapped. I slapped you.
Camera, I think.
The sad part is I'm the only one getting hit by this nightmare every time. This is the worst.
Logan, I should be in the audio seat as the only ASMR I enjoy here. I would have no qualms with the amount of viscera that gets passed
Do you
in
want
my
this?
ears.
Do you want this? Give Thomas. Can you give him his the headphones?
My headphones?
Yeah.
Can we keep reading? Because Logan needs to
Okay,
read
let's
soon.
keep.
Yeah.
okay.
I can.
It doesn't matter. Keep reading.
Crazy, yeah. I'm dizzy. I'm so dizzy. It feels so good. My mother is crazy. Why would a girl care to find herself when she'll never be able to make herself feel as good as a guy can? But Ben is making me feel really good things right now. He groans, and then I freaking lose it. My hands are on his hair, and his mouth is all over my neck. Grab my boob, Ben.
We also have a
You
rule
can't-
that
you
you
can't
can't
say
say the
boob.
word boob. You have to
use a
find a
different
different
one.
alternative for the word boob. So it can be like badonkadonk.
Do you want me?
Just pick anything.
Usually grab my top.
Melons.
Hold on. I think I lost the page. My apologies.
65.
Yeah, I lost the page.
You're very far.
Carson Page loser.
Okay.
He lost the page.
Also, I do want to point out the line. I'm so dizzy, it feels so good. My mother is crazy.
Stupid! No, and then she proceeds to say
And then what's
stupid,
it for you?
insane, absurd, and she's wrong.
The part that's not.
You get that audio in you.
Okay, there you go.
That working?
Yeah.
Cool.
Come on. You have to.
He can't hear yours, Sophia.
Grandma.
That sucks.
Grandma honker, Bane. He totally reads my mind and grabs my badonkadonk.
That's the sound of someone that you just plugged audio into that could hear themselves talking. It's rough.
Thank you, Logan, for perfectly epitomizing what I'm experiencing. right
What's
now.
happening? Why he's suddenly been stunned?
It's a familiar feeling.
Here,
Yeah.
I can turn you.
God, he's so telepathic.
Oh, okay, buddy.
Okay, I get it. Hold up.
Okay.
What's the next page?
It's one of these pages.
I'm gonna popcorn back to.
83.
Let you go in a circle, Sophia. Good time.
Oh, sorry. The page before 83. What's the second November?
You got this, Logan.
Her tears and my soul, they live parallel lives. Run, ache, burn, repeat. Her tears and my soul, they live parallel lives. What the fuck?
Wait, did this start with a quote from her fictional character?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
The first thing and you read in this book.
It's a quote
I
from
think.
this? That's so weird.
Bye, Carson.
Adios.
Love you.
Bye,
Kisses.
Carson.
Mwah, mwah,
That was
mwah.
enjoyable, besides the feedback loop I
I wasn't expecting this when he said to meet him at his house. I was more or less expecting an apartment, but this is a fairly modern two-story house. A house. He closes the front door behind me and heads for the stairs. I trail behind him. You didn't bring luggage? He asks. I don't want to think about how little time I'd actually be here. I'm heading back tonight. He stops mid-step and faces me. Tonight? You aren't even staying the night in California? I shake my head. I can't. I have to be back in New York by 8 in the morning. My flight is at 10:30 tonight. The flight is more than 5 hours. Wait. Oh,
Just give it.
sorry. His eyebrows draw apart and his mouth tightens. I don't like that for you, he says.
He's just like, I don't like that for you.
You should have called. We could have changed the date or something. I don't know your phone number. Besides, that would ruin the entire premise of your book.
Wait, is she a writer?
No, he's a writer.
Oh
She's a
my
writer, she's
God.
an actress.
I think you should have highlighted the next line when she says, It's November 9th or nothing, remember?
Oh, I meant to. I just don't think I did it in your book. I think I did it in Logan's.
Yeah, mine's the most important one.
I let out.
What page
why
are we on?
did-
95?
Wait, why
What
did you
happened?
jump from it's November 9th or nothing and then jumps to I let out a moan, but I'm not sure it's pretend.
Okay, I was just making sure you guys were on the same page as me.
Yeah.
I felt like there was a lot of stuff that had to be traveled there, and then there wasn't.
A couple skips were stabbed.
I've got a couple steps for skipped.
You should see it, Fallon. It's huge.
Seriously though, this female attraction to the alpha male throws me off a little bit because I'm not anything like the guys you read about. I'm not like other guys.
He's an alpha male.
I'm an alpha male. Everyone loves me. But I'm not like the other alpha males.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
a
better.
sigma male.
My mother raised me different.
Sigmund Freud.
I could never drive a motorcycle or fight another man just for fun. And as much as I fantasize about having sex with you this year, I don't think I could ever say I own you with a straight face.
Not this year. Maybe next.
But you obviously like the bad boys if you actually like reading about them. I enjoy reading books like that because it's not at all the life I lead. It's completely different than my situation.
I don't like the bad boys
And
because I'm
any
such a...
situation I'll ever be in.
not like the other
Thank God. But I get entertainment out of it because as much as I like to read about a guy telling a girl she's so wet for him, if anyone had ever said that to me during sex, I wouldn't be turned on by it. I would be terrified. I accidentally peed myself.
This is the same energy as Ben Shapiro being like, my wife doesn't get what we have to say.
I wouldn't be turned on by it. I would be terrified I accidentally peed on myself.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
And if you and I... What the fuck did I just allow it?
And if you and I
And
were...
if you and I ever had... And if you and I were having sex and you told me you owned me, I would literally crawl from under you, put on my clothes, walk out of your house, and go puke in your front yard. Just because I like reading about those kind of guys doesn't mean I need my real life guys to act like that. Popcorn Logan.
Oh, no. No, not me. Okay. Make sure my audio is good, Thomas.
What's up?
Shh. He whispers, thumbing the tears on my cheek. My emotions are all over the place. I'm so... Oh, sorry.
It just sounds.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Just sounds weird.
Yeah, I'm so pissed that he felt he has the right to talk to me that way. But the fact he just talk to me that way made my heart wish it had lips, so it could just kiss him. I'm pissed at myself for being so self-centered these last few years. Sure, the fire sucked. Yes, I wish it never happened. But it did, and I can't change it, so I just need to get over it. I take in a deep breath, and I throw my arms around him, burying my head in the crevice of his neck and his shoulder. Thank you, I whisper. You asshole.
I'm glad that I actually get the whispering in my ear.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It really adds to it. Fallon, I'm worked up so damn tight. I'm gonna kiss you now, and I'm not so sorry. Shut up, popcorn. Who just went? Ari, you haven't gone in a while, have you?
You can do it.
No, what page are we on?
We're on
Uh,
page
101.
101.
101 third highlight.
Oh my lord.
His tongue slides against mine, and there's so much feeling in it. It's as if he's kissing at me the same way he looks at me. His mouth is returned to mine, and he's kissing me again as his hand slowly begins to crawl inside my shirt, just feeling his fingers. Oh.
You just stopped highlighting.
I did. I'm taking off your shirt, he
Fingertips on
says.
my skin.
I don't even hesitate.
Wait, she cut off fingertips. Why did she cut off fingertips?
Wait, what?
You see how it's F-I and then shirt tips on the other page?
Finger.
His eyes fall to my suitcases covered with black lace that I was convinced he wouldn't see tonight. He smiles a devilish smile, running his fingertips over the lace.
I think you skipped the first highlight.
No?
I'm taking off your shirt. I don't even hesitate.
I read that.
Oh, okay.
Don't gaslight me, Logan.
I'm stupid.
Gaslight
Can I have my
gatekeep
phone
girl
back?
boss.
Can I have my phone back? Your phone back.
Oh.
He cups my right breast in his hand. Oh, sorry. He cups my restiabo in his hand, dragging his thumb over the fabric covering my nipple. The second he does that, I flinch. Because I've read enough books to know that the next move is going to be touching me beneath the fabric.
The fabric.
My entire body tenses because I don't think I want him to remove my bra. I don't want him to see all of me. No one has ever seen all of me.
Except for him, like a year ago.
Yeah.
When you knew him for 2 hours.
I hate how like meta it is. She's like, I've read enough books to know what's
That needs to
gonna
be a little bit louder
happen.
than if he couldn't appreciate that.
Baby, he says.
That was weird. It got louder and then it's just.
102. We're the next page.
Oh, we're on 103 now, right?
102. Baby, he says, sliding his lips across my chest. Relax, okay? I could try, but now I'm tense because he called me baby and not because he's about to go where no man has gone before.
I could try,
Where
but now
no
I'm tense
man
because
has
he
gone
called-
before is
Where-
wild.
I've always found that term of endearment to be a little grating, but it works when he says it.
But it so works. It so works.